Why don't we go ahead and get started?
Probably more.
I'm going to introduce myself real quick, and then we're going to watch another video while you're finishing up your snack and getting a drink or whatever, and that one's only 9 minutes long. My name is Kim. Y'all can call me Miss Kim. Y'all can call me Kim. Don't call me Hey Lady. But Kim is real simple, K-I-M. And I remember you were here last year, weren't you? Who was here at Gross Out Camp last year? Okay. I have seen all your pictures. I've never met you guys in person, but since I also work for Fresh Air Family, so I've seen your pictures and I kind of recognize your faces. So what I do is, has anybody ever heard by any chance of Leave No Trace? Anybody ever heard of what do you think Leave No Trace means? You can talk with your mouth, so that's okay.
If you're camping and you make a fire and
that's one of the things that you do, yeah. Leave No Trace is, I'm sure, how many of you guys have a brother or sister? If you have a brother or sister, raise your hand. Okay, that's almost all of us.
he's here right now.
Have you ever gone into your brother or sister's bedroom? Have you ever snuck into their bedroom because you wanted to get something out of there and you did not want them to know that you did that? You didn't want them to know you were there? Okay. Did you kind of tiptoe over everything?
Yep.
You didn't want to step on anything? You didn't want to break anything? You didn't want to leave a trace? You didn't want your brother or sister to come home and go, oh, somebody's been here. And they're the first person they're going to think is brothers. They're going to think about you. They're going to go, they were in my bedroom. They took my Nintendo, or they took my cell phone, or they did. Oh, yeah.
I did that.
Well, going out on a hike in the woods, or going out, even in your backyard sometimes, or walking down the street, or going to a city park, it's the same idea. You want to go to these places, and you don't want anybody to know that you're in there. You don't want, especially the birds are going to see you, you know, but you don't want to leave a trace. You don't want anybody really to know that it is. Who can tell me why you think that that's important? Why is it important that we go on a hike and not leave any trace of what we did? Yes, ma'am.
Because it's going to pollute the water.
Huh?
It's going to pollute the water or the water.
Absolutely. She says that you can pollute the water and you can pollute the world. But what happens if you pollute the water? We don't have enough clean water for us to drink and put in our bodies. If we go and we say we gas up our lawnmowers, and then we go and we rinse it out and we dump it down, and then the rain comes along and it washes it down into the creek, and we get gasoline in our water, or we get the stuff that we use to fertilize our lawns. If that gets into our water, the water goes to, has anybody ever seen over there on Highway 280, that big waterworks place?
Yeah.
That's where all our drinking water comes from. And it all ends up over there. You know, and then it ends up in there's this big cycle of things. It ends up in our drinking supply, and then when we turn on our faucet and we drink, it's not good. And then we have children born with 3 eyes and 4 legs. I'm just kidding. No, it does. It can be damaging to ourselves. And another thing is, you know, we're not the only ones that are going to be using this land and this water. One day you guys are going to grow up and you're going to have children. And those children are going to have children. And you're going to be making grandfathers and grandmothers, and you're going to have grandchildren, and all these people, you know, one of these days we're going to go up and we're not going to be here anymore. So what is the best thing to do? We protect it now. So our families that we create later can have safe drinking water. And it's not only people, it's animals too. You know, the animals get sick. For example, how many of you guys know what this is? What is this?
It's for anybody
Does anybody know? Yes, sir.
you put drinks in them, but when you get them,
And you know, I don't know, if anybody knows a technical name for this, that would be great, because I was trying to describe it to my father on the phone earlier, and I was like, you know that little thing where you take the, what is it called?
Butterfly?
Yeah, it could kind of look like a butterfly. You know, it looks like hearts. You know, it's got all kinds. It could be a Rorschach block.
Soda.
It's like a soda holder.
Soda.
Maybe later we can vote on the best name for one of these, and you know, we can write to the company and say, you know, can you give us a name for this? Anyway, the point of the matter is, does anybody know how to properly, when you get done with these and you throw it away in your trash, what do you do with them? Yes, sir.
You cut the little holes
Absolutely. Why do we cut them?
so animals don't get the next step.
You are so right. That is awesome. Animals can get these around their necks. I have seen a picture of a duck that was in the water, and the duck got one of these wrapped around its neck. And then when he grew, she adapted to this, but he grew all of his life with one of these. He still lived, but he was deformed. He was a little messed up, you know? It'd be like, what if somebody put a ring on your finger when you were a baby and you just had to grow with it? Like that ring stayed on your finger and your hands got bigger and bigger, but the ring never got bigger.
Yeah, you're going to get hurt really bad.
Absolutely. You go to Barnabas, don't you? I know you. You've done a Leave No Trace thing before. Do you remember me? Maybe? No? Okay, well I remember you. Okay. All right, well what we're going to do right now, y'all can continue eating your snack, drink your water. We're going to watch a 9-minute video about Leave No Trace. And then we're gonna play a little game, and we're probably going to take a walk outside. I know you're all just outside, but that's the point of being here, right?
Yeah.
Just give me a second. I'm going to put in a different movie. Okay, what's my name, you guys? Miss Kim. Very good. And what's the name of why we're here?
Leave no trace.
Leave no trace. Well, yes, gross out can't, but the reason why I am here specifically. Leave no trace. All right. You guys don't have any popcorn, right? Y'all ready? What does it say? A thing is right when it tends to preserve the integrity, stability, and beauty of the biotic. I know that's above your heads. We'll put it in layman's terms later. It is wrong when it does otherwise. Let me close this.
More and more people are coming to recreate outdoors every year. The National Park Service has 300 million people each year. If those people were to leave trace their visits, the impact of land would be enormous.